three-quarter line. Sid Domick for the injured Lee Breers is the standoff and captain, alongside scrum half Nathan Wood. And the forwards, Hilton, Clark and Fozzard, Marquette, Guisset and Noon. And the bench occupied by Felton, Busby, Wood and Callan. The coach is David Plange. Now the Saints, and they have Wellens at fullback, Albert, Hoppy, Newlove and Stewart. Tommy Martin's restored at standoff alongside Sean Long. Shields, Cunningham and Nicol in the front row. Darren Britt is rested. Joint, the captain, and Stankovic second row. And Sculthorpe is the loose forward. And on the bench, it's Ward, Hyam, Gardner and Bennett. And the coach is Ian Millwood. Spirits up despite the position in the league table. Warrington beginning the weekend third bottom. Wakefield losing last night is a bonus for them. This is Long, and now it's Martin, who's back where all the trouble was. John Clark got to him. Of course, Warrington have never been out of top-flight football before. It is threatened, though, like never before this year. And Joint finds Cunningham. Here's Sculthorpe. Breaks through one tackle, hauled down by Marquette.
Good tackle as well from the second row. It had to be as well. Sculthorpe was looking to offload.
Cunningham on the bounce, and Darren Albert will score the first try.
No doubt about that.
Darren Albert gets the 4 points, gets the verdict from Robert Connolly. He's featured in every game this year, the only ever present for Saints, and he's come up with the first try.
Well, once again, they allow Kieran Cunningham to run across on the angle, and that created all sorts of problems there. You could see that Mark Hilton, he was in two minds. And for the Frenchman, he was claiming to Robert Connolly, the official, that he was being held back.
Hoppy goes inside too. Mesmerising run here from Sean Long. In touch though, great tackle from Lee Penny.
Dummy half yet again.
This is the last. Cunningham bounces off one, spins away from another. Wide it goes to Stewart.
Oh, he's lost it.
Dropped the ball.
And the St. Helens are playing far too much one out. Each player, every time he gets the ball, is trying to score on every opportunity. That was better. Ball back on the inside at the angle.
Sculthorpe for the line.
He's lost it. He'll be buoyed by the fact that Domick has done it. Oh, that was a bit tasty.
Yes, Jerome Guisset was a little bit high, to say the least. I think he's been sent off. Yep. Guisset has gone. We've had the second sending off in successive matches, and Guisset gets the red card. Like Leeds last night, down to 12 men for the majority of this match. And here is Chris Joint. Well, Warrington's fight against relegation hasn't been helped by that. And this is Barry Ward. Barry Ward backing himself. Cunningham waits at dummy half. It's with Sean Long, it's with Darren Albert, and it's with Sean Hoppy. And Warrington have stopped. They've been disrupted by that sending off, exactly the way Leeds were last night.
Well, it showed them the green light, didn't it? Guisset would hardly have put his bottom down on one of the seats in the stand there, or in the dressing room, before St. Helens said, let's...
Comes on. Barry Ward is the man who could easily provide that lift. An uncompromising runner, just drives the ball in at every opportunity. And Cunningham does exactly the same. He gets St. Helens to halfway.
Well, I must say about the big fella Barry Ward, he's got a lot to make up for, like a lot of his colleagues on Tuesday night. It wasn't a good showing from him.
Oh, here's Albert again. They're flooding up in support. Wellens on the inside. Warrington have fallen to pieces. And Wellens touches down behind the sticks. And Wellens comes up with the next St. Helens try. And there could be a few more on the cards here.
Well, it's just a copy of what we were talking about. Using the big fella John Stankovic yet again as that dummy runner. And I'm afraid this Warrington defence is being confused. All ends up. What's for the dummy runner again, which is Stankovic. He comes straight. And Albert did everything right. Back on the inside. Wellens won't score an easier try than that for a long time. Mr. McDermott left the field of play. Warrington, of course, were in with a shout until the Frenchman was sent off.
Indeed, it was 6-2. And it seems in the twinkle of an eye it's become 18-2, and there's going to be a backfall here for St. Helens. This is Newlove and wide to Stewart, and there's another one posted. They are cutting Warrington to shreds. And Stewart, who up until that moment hadn't scored in the last 6, gets another 4 points for St Helens.
Just basic, back on the inside football. Poor defence yet again, 3 trying to get to him. Newlove just offered it. Maybe a doubt about that last pass from Newlove to the winger. But it was okay as far as the official was concerned. But it was just a simple move. Sculthorpe took it on the short side on that blind, then brought it back on the inside. And as soon as they had the overlap...
Downfield from Gaskell is well claimed by Wellens. Wellens, though, is trapped, but not for long. Uses the pace to make 20 very valuable metres for his side.
And he made sure he got that ball on the full. Didn't want it to bounce, didn't take the risk that it might have gone dead and go. It's a sign of a very, very good quality player. And Paul Wellens is certainly that. As you can see, it's 52% St Helens' way, but most of the time that Warrington have had possession, it's been deep in their own half.
There's a 40-20 here from Tommy Martin, just to rub a little bit of salt into the Warrington wound. One of the leading exponents of this art, Tommy Martin.
He's worth his weight in gold, and that's the reason why Ian Millwood, I'm sure, ensured that he started this game.
Cunningham waits. Long. On the inside, Barry Ward. Very good tackle by Paul Marquette. Cunningham now. Saints on the roll here. Sculthorpe. Another one. He's not giving it, Robert Connolly.
There's daylight between the forearms, and I'm sure Jimmy Kershaw is a very experienced man, one of the top referees in his day. I'm sure he'll go for NOTRY. Realise this is going to be no try.
Paul Wood. And that's John Clark, and there's a little stab, which is picked up by Albert, who flicks it inside to Wellens. And Wellens, on a mazy run, halted by Westwood's tackle. Cunningham, Sculthorpe, long. This is where the danger is for Warrington. And there's Darren Albert. Another try posted, second try for Darren Albert. And Albert adds yet another try to the St Helens total.
Wonderful vision, though, by the loose forward, Paul Sculthorpe. Realised they were a bit short on that blind side. He came from the midfield section. He run round, knew that he could suck the winner ring, and when Long made the break, kept his cool, back on the inside.
Okay, let's go. Saints will run it with Barry Ward.
Well, that won't help their cause.
No, not the start that Warrington wanted. Nicol, Sculthorpe, Wellens, joint, floodgates open. It's going to be a long, long 40 minutes for Warrington, this.
And he came from the mistake, not retrieving the ball from the kickoff. Because it is image limitation, it certainly does for the Wolves, but St Helens, of course, they cannot be complacent. It's all right saying, you know, get rid of the cobwebs, but oh, what a great run.
Cunningham, and he fancies it himself, does Cunningham. What a run from the hooker, bang, get out of the way, Lee Penny. Hauled down eventually by Richie Mathers. It was a bit greedy, Long would have been over under the posts.
Should have offloaded.
Martin, well, he went for it on the bounce, left it for Wellens. Here is Joint, they're queuing up to score. Joint adds another, it's his second for Joint in this second half.
And tonight, and when he runs like that, he was playing here as though it was a standoff or the centre, and he certainly run like one. And his determination etched on his face, said, I'm going for the try. He had Long on the inside, but it was just a matter of time. Look at the time that Sculthorpe had to get the offload. It wasn't the best, but when you're down one man, it's difficult to shift across. You see quite clearly that they're not committed as a unit. Wolves not going in one line. To get to it quicker.
No support for Warrington in that attack, and oh, here we go again. back on the inside to Long. And he's scrambled to the floor by Marquette and Busby. Sculthorpe, Wellens, fiddling and juggling but hanging on.
Great run from Darren Albert.
Hoppy.
Really come alive on this game, Eddie.
Martin, Newlove, and Newlove goes past Westwood and scores.
Basic Rugby League football utilised again. Dummy runner, this time it was Joint, took out Burns, coming to the gap. It looks very simple, but it's effective. Watch for Joint. He's the man that came just on the left-hand side, and when the big fella threw the dummy, nothing that Ben Westwood could do about that. He
threw it through that first half, but they've taken him off as well. Real baptism of fire for the youngster from Wigan. Well, Phil Clark sitting alongside me. You really have got to admire Saints. They seem to be back to their best.
Yeah, we'll just hold fire while Newlove goes down the wing.
And he's found Tommy Martin. And Tommy Martin punches the air with delight as he goes over right behind the post for another St Helens try.
just a case of pass it out, and it's never in doubt. That's what they're doing. They're standing very wide for the play the ball area. Okay, he didn't take it in Newlove on the pack, but he did enough to go back and retrieve the football. Good team effort there, back on the inside. Newlove not even thinking about trying to make it. It may look simple, but when you do those things, it brings back that confidence. And
oh, Darren Albert's away, and he's got Long up in support with it. Oh, he's waltzed past them. Albert, a hat-trick. And Darren Albert just pressed the pedal down on the accelerator, and away he went.
Well, it's a beautiful pass from Sculthorpe, created ever so well. Ben Westwood, and they've got to take a position where it's the winger or the centre, and when you've got to give credit, you know, to this John Clark. He has worked overtime. He's saved that try then.
Is it only delaying the inevitable, though? Barry Ward on the bounce to Cunningham. Here's here is Long, and Long twisting and turning. Back it goes to Kieran Cunningham. Sculthorpe will attack the left-hand side again. Gives the ball to Mike Bennett. Mike Bennett gets it away to Anthony Stewart.
Oh, sure.
Another try. No, it's going to be given. Yes. Referee takes the report from the touch judge. He's happy enough. And Anthony Stewart, second try.
And this ball went forward. They're just running rings around them now. This is the one. Well, that looked forward. He was stood in a forward position.
Somebody was going to get it, and as I said at half-time, looked like being Warrington. We very often describe a game of rugby league as an arm wrestle, and the thing about an arm wrestle, when your opponent has your arm bent over and it's almost touching the table, there's very little you can do in return, and that's, I suppose, the position that Warrington are in at the moment. Saints dominating possession, dominating field position, and we've got so many support players. Martin again.
And he gives it to Hoppy. He could have had any one from three there. And Hoppy has still not put the ball down. Now he has. Penny had given up the chase, and Sean Hoppy was able to bring the ball 10, 12 metres further in towards the post. So,
and as if the wound wasn't wide enough, Hoppy threw the dummy behind the in-goal area and then made sure that the kicking angle would be better. And that really was not the best, to no avail.
St Helens are looking to get beyond the 70-point mark. Cunningham. Sculthorpe through one, through two. Try number 13 for the number 13.
That they put in during the week. And it just gets blown away. They cannot just point to the fact that they were one man down. Some of the defence has been pitiful, woeful. Their position has not been good.
Yes, they'll take the tackle. Well, maybe not. They're looking for more. Albert.
That'll do it.
Get it. Warrington will be glad about this. A comprehensive victory. He is all smiles. Ian Millwood, the St Helens coach. Just what the doctor ordered for him.